You're listening to The Money Hour with your host, Tina Mitchell. Sponsored by Absolute Mortgage, a division of Pinnacle Capital Mortgage Corporation. Now, in the studio, local mortgage and finance expert, Tina Mitchell.
Welcome back to The Money Hour with your host and mortgage expert, Tina Mitchell, right here at 1150 AM KKNW, the Saturday, June 25th show. I bring in studio the best of the best experts in all areas of finances right here in our local market. I'm here to help you in today's economy. If you're hearing my show at a different time or day, you are listening to a rebroadcast. You can call the show at 1-855-400-1150 or go online to themoneyhour.com. Again, that's 1-855-400-1150 or online at themoneyhour.com. Right now in studio, Aaron Murphy, owner of ADM Architecture, booming your bottom line. Aaron, thank you so much for coming back in studio.
Oh, it's always a blessing. Thanks so much for having me.
Of course. And a little bit about Aaron. Aaron, again, is owner of ADM Architecture, booming your bottom line in the Seattle area with 20 years experience in designing and permitting in commercial and residential structures, totaling well over 1 million square feet in building projects, and including having had owned his own real estate investing company for residential housing flips, holds, and rentals. With his commercial experience, ADM went on to focus the aging in place for a niche especially on residential side of his practice in remodeling, additions, and customs, forever homes for boomers and our older Americans. Since getting CAPS certified by NAHB in 2009, Aaron's passion has put him on the stages monthly for local Rotary League Cubs, the state BIAW conferences, and all the way to National ASA Aging Conference speaking in Chicago, and even a TV show on aging in place in Tokyo, Japan at the International Home Health Expo. Aaron is a published author, recognized speaker, and leader around aging in place in the United States and even abroad. In 2014, Aaron joined forces with Mark Haggart to create Booming in Bottom Line, a high-end boutique-styled personalized coaching program and online trading portal, teaching small to mid-sized businesses in the AEC industries, as well as jurisdictions who want to be age-friendly for the future. The right way to speak to boomers and their family members, caretakers, decision makers, sharing marketing and sales strategies that work. Speaking boomer, so you can reach, connect, and engage correctly. Aaron, excited for the new venture that you have going on and the new partnership. That is awesome. So how did you get from simply serving boomers and older Americans as aging in place on to residential side and teaching small businesses owners about boomer consumer opportunity as a trainer, a coach with business partner Mark
Hager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how did you get from one place to the other?
Sorry, I know that was a mouthful, but thank you.
It's all good.
So after getting my Certified Aging in Place Specialist certification through the National Association of Home Builders in 2009, I started doing aging in place architecture, remodeling or custom homes that were going to be someone's forever home or to help them stay home longer. That's what most people want as a first choice. And that's what aging in place is about at a housing level. But I was passionate about it. So I've been on stages, like you said, on a monthly basis for over 6 years. And Mark's my business partner in Booming Your Bottom Line. Okay, a separate company from ADM Architecture. Mark got a phone call from a recruiter in L.A. saying, who do you know who's a professional designer on the West Coast? We need someone to go to the Home Health Expo in Tokyo. And Mark mentioned me, and we only ever met through social media at the time. But got back from Tokyo and started having conversations with Mark about all the small business owners that want to understand how do we help this massive demographic, both size-wise and lucratively, how do we help them navigate second half of life? So that's how we got to the point where Booming Your Bottom Line came to fruition.
Yeah, well, and the first time I met you was when you were speaking on stage, and there was a lot of different speakers that came in on different topics, and it was kind of just a spontaneous people could stop in or not, and I was really impressed to see how many people were attracted to the message that you had to share and the passion that you had behind it. So that's why I wanted to have you here in the studio. So why is the older adult population something business owners should be concerned about, Aaron?
Sure. Well, let's pick on Washington State because that's where we live.
All right.
Census projections by 2030, 27 counties in Washington are going to have 20% or more of their population over the age of 65. Mm-hmm. Okay. King County at 18.3, Pierce 19.2, Snohomish 19.7. And this is something you can find at agingkingcounty.org.
Okay.
If, I can give you guys the link to that. But there's an actual map in every county. The point is when 1 out of every 5 people in any county all across the U.S. is over 65 years old, what are we doing as small businesses to prepare for that?
Yes. So obviously, huge opportunity for any company, services, or even not serving this demographic.
It is, yeah. So the opportunity, or if someone's thinking about getting into this, but they're not doing it yet. Dick Stroud's actually out of the UK, and he's partners with Kim Walker in Asia. Dick wrote a blog last week called "Looks to Me Like the Marketing Industry Has Been Taking Stupidity Tablets." And I was cracking up at this. Great title. I had to read it. What's Dick talking about? Well, the average staff of a certain credentialing marketing company in the UK is 33 years old. 83% of them are under 40. 45% of them are under 30. Only 5% of those marketing agencies are over 50.
Wow. And
yet, the people they're talking to, the consumers of their advertising, will be 50 and above at a rate of 33% by 2024. So wait a minute. 5% of your employees know how to talk to your consumers.
Yeah.
Anyway, you see the gap in that,
exactly.
right? So that's an example where how you message and how you speak to somebody that's 40 plus, 50 plus, 60 plus, it's a whole new world,
of course.
Right? We have something we've never had before called the longevity economy. When they came up with retirement age in 1889, it was 55 or 62. Our lifespan was 47. Do that math, right? So, there's been a gap, but there's a gap right now. But how people are talking and who's listening.
Yes.
So that's where Booming Your Bottom Line kind of comes into play as we're coaching people on how do you do this with your hard copy and your messaging and the way you talk to consumers and clients.
So, Aaron, can you explain, what this really can do for their business?
Yeah, let's zoom out. Okay, I'm going to take you on a imagination trip. For a second.
I'll close my eyes.
Not
here.
a trip, not like that. But this can mean as much as you want it to mean for your business, anybody's business. And I say that because the boomer consumers and those that help them make lifestyle decisions while they age, these folks have more buying power as a demographic than anyone else in the history of the world, okay? You just have to learn how to reach, connect, and engage with them. And that's what we're doing. I mean, when you've got a group, boomers, controlling 70% of disposable income, buying 49% of all consumer packaged goods, and having made more in their careers and then also inherited more from the previous generation than any other group of people in the history of the world.
Wow.
Do that math.
Yeah, no kidding.
You want to help 3 times more clients? You want to make 3 times more sales?
Yeah.
Triple your income? Give back more to your community?
Yeah.
This can be whatever you decide to make of it. It can all be yours. It's just about capturing that. And so that's why Mark and I are training on authenticity and sincerity and empathy and the spirit of educating people through servant leadership. Okay. When you present yourself, boomers know when they're having the wool pulled over their eyes. They'll call BS, no offense, but my parents will. If I'm not talking straight, they're going to call you on it.
Sure.
So you got to do that right. But if you do, there's no ceiling to this opportunity in the next 20 or 30 years.
So let's talk about how will the business owners being ready for this opportunity impact the lives of people in each of our own communities for the better?
Sure. Yeah. Aging in place doesn't work in a silo. Neither does mortgage. Neither does transportation. Right? We have to cross collaborate. And I think the bigger the team, the better the solution for any of our clients, whether you and I collaborate or, anybody that you have on these shows week in and week out, right? We can be a team. But the vision is helping folks stay in their own home. I mean, again, let's vision for a second. Allow them to keep their pet, keep their garden, keep their friends, stay in the community they love, the house they know, right? Know anybody that has a old blind dog? They know how to get around because they know where the furniture is already.
Yeah.
Right? They're on autopilot. We don't want to screw that up or pull that plug on that early. So if we help those people and give back to our community, we're saving and extending quality of life, right? We're keeping independence and aging gracefully and allowing them to have autonomy and let them continue their own purpose. Wouldn't that feel good as a business owner? Well, that's what we can do if we're doing our job better and speaking to this demographic in a way that right now marketing is not doing.
Yeah.
They're not doing it right.
Well, like I said, coming into this, my segment and conversation with you is really just giving people a choice, and choice is if taking that choice and staying in your home is being prepared for it. So what do our communities look like if there isn't any focus for small businesses or serving these communities, these customers?
Yeah, what it looks like if we don't do this right. Well, let's take away all the positive things we were just talking about, right? What does that look like? As a Rotarian, I've seen this amazing graphic where they, on a map of the world, took away everything Rotary's done.
Yeah.
Kind of a grim thing, right? And so volunteering really makes the world go round, and boomers and folks entering retirement and ending careers are looking for that purpose, and that's where they're going, right? They're giving back, and it's fascinating. We did a podcast at Booming Your Bottom Line recently about some of those volunteer statistics, giving and time, financial and time, $8 billion a year business.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we're not helping folks stay in their own purpose and moving forward and having meaning in their lives, well, we're damaging that too.
Sure.
So your mission as a small business owner is aligning with their mission to keep having a quality of life.
So, Aaron, how does a business owner get ready to serve the needs of older customers, and what do they need to do?
They need to learn to lead with giving back, right? Yep. Community involvement, be a part of a cause, and make it clear that your business is a part of that cause. Learn to serve through educating the public. Like I said, speaking on stages. Market to them correctly. Talk to them in a way that resonates. It addresses their dreams and their wants and alleviates fears. When you do this with an amazing customer experience, first contact to finish and follow up, when you do that right, you're going to create loyal customers. Boomers are great in that way. Not only do they have the money to spend, they also love to be loyal, unlike some of the millennial stories you hear, right?
Sure.
We're not June and Ward Cleaver in the pew at church anymore, but we're still referring people to people we trust. Yeah. And that's who you want to be.
Makes sense. So how is living a full, healthy, happy life connected to the community that you live in, Aaron?
When people are younger, they choose communities by things they want and need, right? Work or schools or faith or activities. In other parts of your life later on, your needs are wants are different. In that last half of life, the community is what is meeting their wants and needs. Sure. It's not the other way around anymore. So aging in place, again, it's not just about your house. Now, having a home that works as your body and mind change, inevitably, yes, that's important. But transportation, maintenance, home health, walking the dog, cleaning the gutters. Most of the people that listen to your show know somebody that could be serving boomers better. Sure. And really being able to grow a business and give back.
So, Aaron, I've got just about 2 minutes left here before I need to wrap up the show. So I want to ask you one other question. What types of businesses can contribute to a person continuing to have a full life?
Well, pretty much any business that's serving anybody over 40, right? Think about it this way. of all the things a person does in the course of their day, now take away a few. Take away half of those things, or maybe all those things as far as them being able to do it by themselves. In order to maintain a norm, what would they need? Transportation or grocery delivery, or the things we were just talking about a minute ago, right? Companionship or social opportunities, or the ability to continue to practice their faith. The list goes on. So your mindset would be the only thing stopping you. Where your passion and your career intersect a need like this, there's opportunity.
So, Aaron, I want to give a shout out for you. How do my clients, my listeners, connect with you?
Yeah, as far as today's discussion, like you said, I'm an architect. It's adm-architecture.com. But as far as Mark and I and what we're doing for small business owners, Booming Your Bottom Line is at bybllive.com. And that's where we're coaching small to mid-sized businesses how to reach, engage, and connect with the boomer consumer correctly, so you guys can help them help our communities.
Love it.
And help yours too.
Love it. Thank you so much for coming back in studio. It was great to have a conversation on your new venture you guys are having. Again, congratulations.
Always a pleasure. Thank you.
This is your host and mortgage expert, Tina Mitchell, signing off for the day. I got to say goodbye. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and I look forward to talking with you more on anything regarding your money right here on 1150 AM KKNW next weekend.